Hello, I'm Alec. I'm a consultant and I just want to hang out. So, we got another fun bit today. We have another hot take. Check out this title. What is asymmetric information? Repeat, what is asymmetric information? But before I go, I want to set this one up really quick because, I'm always talking about games and I like to play games, but there's really two types of games that people are playing. They're playing either a cooperative game or a non-cooperative game. Both of the games are fun. You just have to know the rules to the game and if you understand how to play them, okay? And I like showing people the rules to the game, and I want to see people play the game, and I want to see people have fun when they play the game, okay? That's why I do what I do. All right, let's go ahead and hop on this bit. What is asymmetric information? Check out this summary and focus on the highlight, okay? Asymmetric information occurs when one party to an economic transaction or any type of transaction possesses greater material knowledge than the other party. Okay, that's what it is. It means that one man or one woman has more information in whatever field or whatever area that it is that they have in relative to the other person that they're dealing with. Okay, this is what we would call buyers and sellers. Now check this out right here. We drop down where we got a heads up. We're like, yo, heads up. Buyer beware, seller beware, right? Because people have to have full knowledge and people have to have disclosure on what it is that they're getting down with, okay? So check out this knowledge right here. All right, this says focus on the highlight, because I'm English. I'm not English. I'm American. I speak English. So I'm not really worried about the Roman or the Latin words, right? Or the Greek words or the foreign words, right? I'm really worried about the English, right? So even though it says caveat emptor, that's Roman or that's Latin, I don't care about that. I want to know what it means in English, okay? So check out the highlight. Let the buyer beware. Repeat, let the buyer beware. And implies that buyer assumes, so the buyer, whoever's buying, assumes responsibility for ensuring product quality before purchase. What does that mean? That means you better study. Okay, so if you're getting out there and you're going to buy something, you better study, or what other people call due diligence. All right, drop down, and I'm going to show you some more knowledge right here. Okay, this one says caveat venditor, which means let the seller beware. Okay, so you got the buyer's being aware, and now the seller must beware. Okay, this says regulations requiring sellers to guarantee the quality of their goods and services. What does that mean? That means that you better put some skin in the game on what it is that you're selling to somebody else, right? So you got buyers and you got sellers, right? So the sellers are pushing the product and the buyers are picking up the product. It's really that simple. Now drop down and we're going to show you this word called inform. Okay, inform means to shape, inform means form. All right, check this out. Inform, to instruct. Inform, to tell. Inform, to communicate knowledge to. Inform, to make known to by word or writing. This is what we like to do. We like to inform people on what it is that they're getting into, right? So that's why we say buyer beware, seller beware, because the whole world's a market. Even if you don't know it, you got buyers out there and you got sellers out there. A lot of people are dealing in information and a lot of people are dealing in knowledge, and that's what you get. You get the physical products too, because whatever information and whatever knowledge you have can also create physical products, okay? So we just wanted to show you that asymmetric information bit right there, okay? It's a fun game to play because that would be what we would call a non-cooperative game, right? Because there's information that's hidden, but you got to be able to find it. All right, we're done with that bit. Let's hop on our next slide. Here we go. We got another opportunity zone. So we like walking people through Oz, and we like walking people down the yellow brick road, and we like showing them how to get down on the yellow brick road because it's a fun journey once you understand the rules to the game. Now check out this bit right here. In this world, follow God's word, always operate through Jesus, show neighbors the process as written. See evidence below. So these are like these little nuggets you pick up when you're traveling in your journey. Okay, check it out. 6. Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. What do we call that? Complete information. So Jesus gave us complete information because he's playing a cooperative game. Okay, so Jesus has always been playing a cooperative game with the people, and he's always been giving us the information. We just have to be able to pick it up. Okay, so buyer beware, seller beware, people beware. Okay, because what's at stake? Your soul. All right, we're done with that bit. Let's go ahead and hop on our next slide. So much fun. Conclusion. Let's close out. Here's my job description. This is what I do, and I love doing it because it's so much fun. I was created to teach all nations. Check this out. Trust God, dress and keep God's property. That's my job description. Protect neighbors with trust tools. We love doing that. That's my job description. Show the people how to move with simplicity. That's so much fun because we love seeing how people respond. Test, break, and build free people by God with love. That one's really fun because we see how people handle pressure. Game over. Okay, so that's it. That's my job description. And I just wanted to show you that opportunity zone because I love walking people through Oz. And then I wanted to show you what asymmetric information is because, there's a lot of information out here right now, especially when you look on the screen. And you got to be able to have the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding to be able to understand what's truth and what's not, right? And you have to be able to test it. So if you can't test it, then I would just walk away from it because it's really not a fun game to play. Okay? All right, so go ahead and contact us and we will build you a private organization and show you how to operate it by God with love. And that's what we love to do. Now, until then, I'll see you in the future. And remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.